Hey everyone, and welcome to a new YouTube video. Today we'll be taking a look at my first brother Imperial Inquisitor Black Series custom figure, as seen in Tales of the Jedi and Tales of the Empire. For a long time this character was simply known as Unknown Inquisitor, but strangely it's thanks to the Secrets of the Clones book that we get his official name and his description. He is the first brother. It was quite a challenge to make this guy as accurately as possible because there is very little reference material for his outfit, as we only see him in two scenes, one in Tales of the Jedi where you see most of his outfit, and then one in Tales of the Empire where you don't see too much because it's hidden by his cape. That awesome cape covers up pretty much everything, but from what I can tell, the majority of his outfit is the same as the other male Inquisitors, such as the fourth brother. He hasn't got the chest armor though, but he has some kind of metal disc instead. So now let's take a closer look at all those details. So I wanted him to have those clawed hands that we see in the show, so I bought a second-hand Marvel Legends Black Panther from eBay and I used the hands from him on this figure. And then he of course comes with the double-bladed lightsaber from the Black Series 4th Brother Inquisitor figure. This beautiful cape was purchased by the fabric artist called Scoticus Customs, who makes clothing for 1/12 scale figures. I'll have his website linked below and you can also find him on Instagram. It is of course wired as well, so it's really good fun to pose around with. And then these Imperial cogs are done with 3D prints I made using a free file from Thingiverse. It was pretty tricky to find a happy middle ground between accuracy and functionality. They are of course smaller than the cogs that are seen on his cape in the show, but if I had done it to an accurate size, then it would have interfered with the articulation range of the cape. With it being white, painting it onto the fabric isn't really an option, so this was the best solution I could find. And then under the cloak you have this metal disc which I sculpted out of green stuff epoxy putty. If anyone actually knows what this disc is, I'd love to know it in the comments. The rest of his body is a very subtle repaint of the 4th Brother Black Series figure with the chest overlay removed. To make the head, I used a head from an old bootleg Darth Maul Black Series figure which I got off AliExpress and I just had it lying around in storage for ages. And so I cut the horns off the head and painted it all black, and then I stuck this 3D printed mask on him, which was made by the vendor CB Prints 3D, who you can find on Instagram and Etsy, link in the description below. Painting the head was a multi-layer process, starting with a white primer base and then painting a bone colour, followed by a dark brown wash and then some silver dry brushing over all of the hard edges, and then his eyes are also painted red. Down here you can obviously see the disc, and alongside that are some lines that I dremeled into the plastic, just to make the chest less plain and a bit more interesting. Here's a closer look at this Black Panther hand, and it's actually a perfect fit for this body. There was no extra work required to get it fitting, and I just really love how this looks. It adds so many options to his posing, and these have a hinge that goes up and down, and of course it rotates. The repaint of this guy was very simple. I just went over all of the grey areas with a darker grey and I painted over the black areas with a Vallejo black to give it a more matted look. The main purpose of this repaint was to remove the shine that you always see on the Hasbro figures. Looking at the back of the figure, there isn't really much to see, just the same dark grey repaint. He's also got that peg hole for the saber hilt, which doesn't really function with this cape. This character is my favourite design of all the Imperial Inquisitors. The mask, the cape, the voice, it's just pure aura, and I had a very fun time photographing this guy, trying to recreate the scene from Tales of the Jedi. It would be awesome to see Hasbro try and make this figure, but to be honest, I don't really think it's going to happen because they're going to have to make a Tales of the Jedi line of figures, which I just don't see coming. But there you have it, that's a closer look at my first brother custom figure, and if you would like this figure in your collection, then send me a message on my Instagram linked below as it is up for sale. Thanks so much for watching this video. The next few weeks I'll have more review style videos as I'm currently busy with the final few commission orders, and so I haven't got the time to make any custom tutorials, but I have got some plans, so don't worry. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to drop it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time.